Happy Monday morning and welcome to another edition of Distance Learning 101. I'm Greg Ellis here on ABC WTVA, and today is a special show as it is dedicated to our senior class of 2020 at Tupelo High School. Of course, last Friday we had Dr. Piku on to talk about what all these seniors have endured this year, and then of course the release of our graduation tape last Friday. And with me is Alyssa Ferguson and Carson Russo. Welcome to TV, I guess, this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, let's just go back to August when you guys came to school, that parade the first day, and where you're at now. How different has it been? I mean, it was going to be different anyway because it's your senior year, but you never imagined how this was going to end.
Right. It's totally different because I thought I was going to, walk across the stage with bunches of people. But it didn't go like that. From the parade, everybody was excited just to be a senior. But then, when it came to now, it's like you just doing it by yourself, basically.
So you were looking for 7,000 people to watch you graduate, and it was literally 10 people.
Exactly. So,
Alyssa?
Well, from the first day of school, I was never really looking forward to graduation just because I always liked to be in school and I liked Tupelo High School and everything. But I was really excited to be a senior and for all the senior year festivities and stuff. And since they all got cut short and my last day of school was the day before spring break, and I didn't know that. It was just really crazy and kind of sad that we didn't get like the backpack run and a normal graduation, but we're making the best of it, and it is.
You made a good point. So you leave for spring break. Did you guys go anywhere for spring break or just stay at home?
I went to the beach.
You went to the beach.
I stayed at home.
You stayed at home. So you leave on that Friday, and then by the next Friday, you learn that school's going to be delayed probably a week. Then it became 2 weeks, and then it became obvious you weren't coming back. Kind of take me through your emotions of that when you first realized I'm not coming back to school.
Me and my mom were talking. I remember the first time when she said it was delayed until like April, maybe. And we were just like, we ready to go back to school because there's nothing to do, literally. They shut down everything. And then when they said it was the rest of the year, we almost had a heart attack.
A good heart attack or a bad heart attack?
A bad one, because it was just like everything was messed up and different. But I mean, it's just the circumstances that happened that made it like that anyway. We can't do nothing about that.
Exactly.
Well, at first, when I heard like the 1 week, I was kind of excited because I was like, one more week of spring break.
Right.
And I didn't figure that it would never get this big or whatever. And when it was like, they said that the last day of school, or when they said we were out for the rest of the time, I cried a lot. I did, but we're getting through it. Looking forward to Mississippi State.
There you go. So you're going to Mississippi State, you're going to ICC, and hopefully by then we'll be all past this and have some type of normalcy left.
Right.
Now let's talk about your senior year up until the quarantine. Kind of give me some highlights, some of your favorite moments that happened right up until spring break.
Probably the football season. I was a starting safety, so I enjoyed that. I played basketball as well. Played a good bit in that. So I just enjoyed the sports about it and just being around my teachers.
Right.
Things like that.
It's a good thing you got to play football because at least you got that sport in, and basketball. And then you look at
Track.
You didn't get to compete in track.
I didn't get to compete in that.
Our softball, our baseball, well, our spring softball. Fortunately, we had slow pitch softball, golf, tennis, everything just got shut down. So is there any particular moment from football that stands out?
Not really. It's just being around everybody
Right.
and just enjoying them because they were like family.
Gotcha.
Some of my favorite moments, I really did enjoy the first day of school, the senior parade, and just riding in with everybody and finally setting in that we were seniors. And then this year I was on homecoming court, so that was a really fun night, and it was just fun to.
Even that got disrupted for you.
Yeah.
Had to move it to a Thursday
Yeah.
night. I don't guess anything went. I forgot about that
Yeah.
when it's planned this year. Both of you mentioned the homecoming or the back to school parade. That is such a neat tradition that goes back years. What makes it so neat? Is it because of the tradition of it, or
I say because you just became a senior.
you became a senior?
Yeah.
Everybody's just so excited, and like it just feels like there's just so much energy coming from everybody just because they're so excited for senior year, and it's just so fun. I don't know, it's just.
And of course, you're sporting your senior jersey. Is that the first time that girls debut their jerseys?
Yes.
And guys don't do that, right? It's just the girls' jerseys. Well, see, y'all need to come up with something to leave the Nets class for the guys to do for that.
Yeah, but I mean, we just don't do the jersey. We don't do the jersey.
You get to wear the jersey for football,
Yeah.
right? Okay, now we are past the quarantine or into the quarantine. What was the one thing you missed the most outside of just closing out your senior year?
I miss a couple of my teachers and just that learning environment, really, because I like being in the classroom because I just like to learn different things.
Right.
And that's probably what I miss the most. Really.
I would say my teachers. I got really close with a lot of the teachers at Tupelo, and I just wish I could have like said bye or known that that was going to be my last day of school, and I would have said thank you for everything that they did for me and everything.
So you still were in the classroom. It was just virtual learning. Now, let's be honest. How much did y'all participate in the distance learning? Did you do everything that was asked of you? I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Now, I did everything that was asked of me because...
See, you're at a disadvantage. Your mom's a principal, so you didn't have a choice. And your mom works in the school district as an instructional director.
But I did it, but once I walked across this stage, I just shut it off.
Appreciate your honesty there.
I just shut it off. I was done with it.
I did one class that I had to do, but if I didn't have to do the work, I didn't do it.
So were you both able to get your senior projects done, or were y'all in the group that did not get to do the senior
No, I
project?
had to get it done.
Yeah.
Get it done?
I had to do it.
So what were your senior projects on?
Mine was on, we went to a daycare and we taught the kids about literacy, and we also built a book return for the library at the high school.
Oh, great.
Mine was about trying to get people to vote and
Okay.
trying to get the people that weren't able to vote out the house so they can
Gotcha.
really, just a voting registration.
So what was your, I don't know what you guys call it, but what was your main reasoning with that, or your final resolution?
That was
to
our problem. We really didn't have one. So I mean, hey, it was just that. But at least we did something good for the community,
Right.
basically. That's what I thought the senior project was about, just trying
Correct.
to get something in the community started. Really.
Right.
I didn't really think of it that you had to have a certain item that you had to have
Right.
for
Right.
that.
Now let's talk a little bit more about distance learning. We're about 10 weeks into this. We don't want everything that we've changed to kind of go to waste. If there's something positive you can take out of homeschooling, what would it be?
I would say, just from what I saw the teachers trying to do,
Okay.
like one of my teachers, Mr. James, he made sure that he made himself a video every day, like with him talking and just trying to get everybody to understand what was going on.
Gotcha. What class was that?
Human anatomy and
Okay.
physiology.
Well, that's a fun class to take home.
Yeah, especially when you're not there at school.
Gotcha.
That was amazing.
Was it harder than you thought it would be online, or?
Online, yes, I thought it was because the certain names
Right.
of the bones and
Right.
the nervous system and digestive system, all that. But in class, you know, you seeing it and
Right.
you understanding it, you know, better. So
And you can ask questions a little
Right,
bit easier. Not
right.
that you couldn't ask questions, but
Yeah.
you might have to wait to get your response
Yeah.
back. Alyssa?
I would say how well the teachers were doing. Like, they were always. I had Mr. Presley for our biology, and I had to always ask him questions because I didn't know what was going on. And anytime throughout the day, he would answer my questions, and he would always set up Zoom meetings if we needed questions. It was really just nice to see how far they were going to really help you learn throughout this time.
So, have any of you ever heard of Zoom before the quarantine?
I have not.
I don't think many people have, and now we're all well equipped with it and know how to do it all. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and let one of our board members give you guys a little bit of advice.
Greetings, my name is Kenneth Wheeler. I'm president of the Tupelo Public Schools Board of Trustees. It is an honor and a privilege to be a part of your 2020 graduation ceremony. I would like to say thank you first to all the school administrators, the teachers, the parents, guardians, coaches, public school employees that have helped you to make it to where you've made it now. Again, congratulations to you. Some of the words of wisdom I like to pass on to you is from the words from Alvin Toffler. He is an American writer. Basically says the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write. It will be those that cannot learn, unlearn, and then relearn. So as you go into the 21st century and beyond, keep those things in mind because you've had a whole year to think about the change that have come across our whole nation and across the world. You are prepared for change. So go forth and be great.
Welcome back to Distance Learning 101. Today is a special day as we continue to honor our seniors who, I guess we can say y'all walked last Friday night. It became all put together into one nice video. Of course, graduation is such a milestone in everyone's life. I mean, I graduated 32 years ago. I remember the day as if it was this morning. You guys aren't going to get that luxury. But you got something different, and while it is different, not what you expected, you guys will always be remembered as that class that had the special graduation. There's going to be, all the other surprises that came along with it. So kind of describe that emotion. Did you get the same emotion walking across the stage? It was a little more personal because you could clap. Nobody ever goes against that order at graduation at the Bancorp South Center. Your parents got to get pictures of you on the stage. I mean, so it got to be a little more intimate than what it normally is. But from your standpoint, where did you walk at?
I walked at the small auditorium.
Small auditorium on the high school. Okay,
Yeah.
so describe that. Did it have any emotion for you? I mean, did you?
I mean, I didn't really feel any type of emotion, but I was more like, I did it,
Right.
Just more accomplished.
Right. That was the satisfaction of it.
Yeah.
Knowing you got your diploma.
Right.
And you had completed the
Right.
work.
Yes, sir.
Mine, I was more sad about not being with everybody in my class. I was glad my parents could be there, but my grandparents get to be there.
Right.
And because normally you have 10 tickets or
10
something.
tickets. Yeah.
And now you can only have 4 people there. And
Where did you walk at?
the Civic Auditorium.
The Civic
at
Auditorium.
the middle school.
Okay.
And I mean, it was good though. I mean, it was nice to be able to walk across the stage, but I wish I could have done it with everybody.
Joe's mom's cry.
No.
Mine did.
Your mom always cries. She's our emotional worker here. Not that your mom isn't, but I knew she was going to cry.
She told me she was going to cry.
So, how did you celebrate afterwards? Was there a party? Was there
Some good old food,
good
man.
food? All right, what did you have? Share with us.
I just went to Harvey's.
Harvey's?
Ate me I think it was probably a 10 ounce.
Okay.
Like that. 10 ounce.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
We didn't really. We went to my grandparents' house and kind of had a little celebration, but we're having a watch party sometime coming up.
Gotcha.
with all my family.
That'll be fun. Um, you know, I think we heard the phrase it's the new normal, which I kind of got tired of hearing that. But I mean, that's really a great way to describe it. But let's hope for future classes that's not the new normal.
Right.
I mean, I've seen across the country all the different ways people have done graduation, and everybody's had to do it different. I saw one yesterday in Indianapolis, I think, where they were on the racetrack, and going around the racetrack, and they would hand out their diplomas and kind of get one lap around, probably the most famous racetrack in the world. But so I thought that was cool. So you had to get a little creative. All right, we're gonna hear some more advice from our board members now.
Great leaders are born from adversity. You, the class of 2020, will rise to success from this pandemic. Work hard and enjoy your life. And we hope to see you in 2030 for the best class reunion Tupelo High School has ever seen.
I'm Paul Mize with the Tupelo Public School Board, and I just want to congratulate all you seniors on this great accomplishment of graduating from Tupelo High School. We're proud of you. And looking back and thinking about things that wisdom I received when I was graduating, I remember my dad telling me before I graduated that this was going to be the best time of my life and that I've earned the right to make the decisions to direct my future. And he was so correct about that in so many ways. You now have a solid educational foundation, a good group of friends, and a community that supports and loves you. And it's time to go out there in the world and show them what it means to be a Tupelo High School graduate. I also encourage you to always remember that whatever life brings your way, that you're prepared for this, and that we believe in you and we vouch for you. Again, congratulations on graduating from Tupelo High School. Such a great accomplishment. And I encourage you to make the most of what lies ahead and make it the best time of your life. Go Wave.
Yet again, more outstanding advice from our board members, and we really appreciate them taking the time to share some positives and some hope with our seniors. Now, another thing you guys missed out on, and I promise I'm not going to harp the entire show about what you missed out on, but another big thing was your prom. Did y'all have big prom plans? Have your dates already? Was that set?
Man, had me a nice suit, had me some nice shoes, all ready for it. Then boom. I was just like, all that money going to waste.
But you can wear it somewhere else.
Yeah, but it's that prom suit, man.
That's right.
You want to wear it at prom,
Did you get pictures made in it still?
No, pictures
Gotcha.
Well, I had everything set out. I had a dress, I had a date, and I had a prom bus that we were all supposed to go on, and we just canceled it all. I mean,
No pictures?
no pictures. It was just like,
Favorite class? What was your favorite class this year?
Accounting, Miss Wood. Miss
Okay.
Wood was one of my favorite teachers there.
Okay.
I had her for 3 years.
We had her on the show earlier this year.
You did?
We sure did. She was great. So accounting, good thing you're going into business then, since you like accounting.
Like, I took like all her classes.
Okay.
Like all of them. So, it was fun.
Awesome.
my favorite class is probably biology with Mr. Presley. It was just, especially after everything happened, it was just fun. We had a bunch of fun people in there, and the Zoom calls were really funny, and it was just a fun time always.
Great. Also, you guys are going to be remembered for something else that's pretty big. Is you guys ushered in the new arena on campus that is the envy of the entire state and a lot of the South. I think we officially opened it with a Pep Rally. Do you remember that day? I think it was back in October.
Yeah, I remember. I think I remember. It was just looking inside it, It was nice.
It's impressive.
I remember that pep rally, and that was like a really just hyped up pep rally because it gave us like a sense of like pride in our school to have something like so nice and so big
Right.
for our school, and it was just, everybody was so excited, and it was fun.
I think I remember just how loud it was, and even on that first pep rally, it wasn't open to everyone, and then the next one, I think it was 9, 10, and 11, 12, and it was really Did y'all go to the first game?
Which game?
Who was it? Center Hill, the first game to open up the new arena.
Oh, I did.
I know you did.
I did not go to the first basketball game.
Great support from your classmate.
I went to like the Shannon game, I think. That one was a good game.
Yeah, that was a great game. It was packed for that game. All right, so now we're looking ahead. You're going to ICC. Tell us about that, what you want to major in, what do you want to do with your life, and then life after ICC.
Well, I'm going to ICC to become a financial advisor for business administration. That's what I'm majoring in.
Gotcha.
And I'm majoring in accounting as well. That's probably going to be my minor.
Okay.
Something like that. And then after ICC, I'm going to go to Memphis to continue their education. And then I'll be a financial advisor.
There you go. All right, before we get to Alyssa's, we're going to take another piece of advice from our board members.
First of all, let me say congratulations to you, and let me thank you for all your contribution to Tupelo Public School District over the years you've been in Tupelo. Then again, we want to congratulate you for all the accomplishment. Second of all, we hope as a school board and the school district that we have prepared you with the resources and the opportunity and the environment to prepare you for the next stage in life. And third of all, let's hope the challenge the last few months have inspired you to become a better citizen and do your part in making the city, the state, and this world a better place to live. Good luck and keep faith.
Once again, thanks for that great advice. And Alyssa, we heard what Carson's going to do. Got a little maroon and white in your future, don't you?
Yes, I will be attending Mississippi State University in the fall, hopefully on campus. And I'll be majoring in secondary education to become a math teacher.
Well, you did say you love school, and that was one of the hard things is not being in school. So you're going to kind of follow your mother's footsteps and become a teacher. And a math teacher that's a great field to be in, and those are hard to come by. Well, again, thank you guys for coming in this morning at Church Street to give us some feedback on what it's been like your senior year. And we wish you the best. But before we say goodbye, let's hear once again from our board members.
The best advice that I received as a senior comes in the form of this book that I received from a very beloved teacher who passed away just this year. She was my senior English teacher, and she gave me a really nice edition of The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner. And she wrote these words in the back cover. When life gets hectic, and it will, just don't forget to take a breath, to look and listen to the beauties of this life that God has given you. And so in turn, I would like to pass that on to the class of 2020. It's been a time of challenge and transition and even loss. But I think that these words help me to remember that we should focus on not what we don't have or what we've missed out on, but the blessings that we do have and the opportunities that are awaiting each of you.